Oh.
So our song is Time Is Running Out by Muse. This is an alternative rock song, and we picked this because it's really representational of alternative rock, so it's a good song. It has a lot of potential for interesting ideas and concepts, and it allows for the narrative to be very conventional alternative rock. The performance part will feature a whole band, which conforms to alternative rock conventions.
Rachel, do you want to play it?
And this
play
is
the first
the
one.
video.
On your own from the age of 15, reckless and undisciplined.
So Muse is basically like a big influence for our video, like Muse videos in general. So there's a video for Hysteria, which is by Muse, and it's set in like a grungy hotel room. It's kind of, even though the song's really rocky, the kind of narrative of the video isn't as rocky as like you'd expect it to be, which fits in with our idea. And also we've got the Foo Fighters Pretender video, and it's the performance that is like, that's our inspiration for the performance, because they're like so passionate when you see them performing, and they really show the talent through the performance video of it, and that's like our inspiration from that.
Our inspiration for our digipack, while looking at other digipacks, a very common convention is sprouts of colour across dark backgrounds. So we're thinking of doing a black kind of background with sprouts of colour, and normally that colour is red, especially for Muse, as they have a lot of red in their videos.
Obviously our like digipacks will be different, but like we can with the same idea because it's all like conventional alternative rock. Our target audience is quite wide because alternative rock is such a like large genre, but for like the specific kind of music we're doing, it's usually like young males, like 16 to 24, and so we basically kind of our idea kind of based around that audience, so it's going to be relatable to that specific audience, and when we like go on to talk about our narrative, it will be like more obvious how it's related to them. The kind of star theory by Dyer, that doesn't as much appeal to this genre, because obviously the band isn't like, the image of the band isn't as important as the music the band makes in this genre, so like that theory wouldn't really apply.
This is part of our storyboard. These are close-up shots, and they're quite detailed. They've got the type of shot, how long the shots are, what's going to be featured in the shot, the filming, the type of filming we're going to use, and how long it will be.
So the main aspect, even though it's a narrative performance, the main aspect of the video will be a performance video. That's just mainly conventional alternative rock. They just like want to show their talent through the like video, and through their instruments and stuff, showing that they're actually like playing the band and playing their own songs. And they're usually like 3 people in a band. Like there's like Muse and Green Day. They're like examples of alternative rock bands that have 3 members. So we're going to conform to that. What else? They're also going to be wearing, like the band members are going to be wearing like kind of similar clothing, mostly dark, to fit in with like the grungy mise-en-scène of the whole video.
The narrative of our video is very fitting with the message behind our lyrics. The lyrics can be interpreted in a lot of different situations, but the way we interpreted it was as a relationship, an unhealthy relationship. So we're going to include a couple who are in an abusive relationship, and one of them wants to be out of that relationship but is too afraid to say because of the abuse.
Wait, go back to that one. Because there's also, usually in alternative rock, like it's a heterosexual dominated genre, and so we're going to kind of convert that so it's not so much of a conventional idea, it's going to be a gay couple. And because the idea of a relationship breaking up can be quite cliche sometimes, but we're kind of twisting that and making it a bit darker and also a gay couple rather than a straight one. And we're just doing the setting of like a house, and it's going to be like a more grungy looking house just because it's like homely, but because it's like a grungy house, it kind of shows the relationship and like the home life isn't perfect. Also, like the performance part, we're hoping to do it outside, but we're a bit worried that's like one of our issues, is because we don't know how the equipment's going to be okay. Like we don't know if our like band members are going to be okay performing outside. We want to do it in like a dark like car park.
Or if there'll be enough lighting in the car park, so we'll probably have to bring a lot of torches.
And if not, do it in like more dusk than actual nighttime, because we're worried about the lighting, like the quality, because there might be like quite dusty and like a dark time.
And also grungy kind of setting is more conventional than a pristine sort of setting.
Yeah, so we wouldn't do like a studio shoot because it's more alternative rock, it's just, it wouldn't really fit in.
So for our actors, we've got 2 boys, and then for our band we have 3 performers, a drummer, a guitarist and a lead vocalist. We have to find actors who are comfortable and confident in front of the camera, and as well as that, having good chemistry, because they've got to be confident and comfortable with each other, especially as they're performing a homosexual role. So they have to be good friends, otherwise it would be obvious in the filming that it was quite awkward between them. And also they both did drama GCSE, so we're hoping that acting is going to be good.
Our idea kind of fits into Goodman's theory of genre. He shows that showing genre for a video is really important. In alternative rock genre, we obviously have like the mise-en-scène to be very like dark and grungy and alternative, so that fits in with the rock. And then our song's really good because it's got like a very easy beat to cut to, which would be very easy to fit in with the like thought beats theory that Goodman has. And he has the 3 theories behind how the lyrics relate to the video, and we're picking the illustrate theory, which is basically where the lyrics is shown throughout the video, not in a like really obvious way, but it is like they do clearly link.
So our potential issues are timing, organisation, because we've got to organise a time where we're all available, and there are quite a few of us who need to be involved in this production. As well as this, there's lighting, because like we said, we're filming at dark, so we need to figure out a way of solving that. So we could use a floodlight and street lights as well. Our worry about the actors is that they won't be fully into the acting, and that they'll be distracted by each other, so we won't get it done time efficiently, as we only have 2 weeks to do it. And the setting is a worry because we're worried that it won't be grungy enough, because the 2 actors are going to look grungy, and we don't want them to stand out from the setting and have a big contrast.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for the girls, or any thoughts on their ideas for their music video?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you going to have for a drummer?
We don't
know yet, but my brother's now from university and he knows a lot of musicians, and so he'll be able to find us one. If not, I've got like a couple of ideas of who can do it, and we know where to get drunk in it as well. So we're pretty much sorted on that. We just don't know exactly who's going to do it.
Have you got transport arrangements and everything? Because you were saying about kind of a lot of people being involved, and then a mixture of kind of locations, transporting all the equipment, obviously, for your performance element and stuff. Have you got that sorted? Or
we're filming in Melbourne Port, and a lot of the people who are involved in the production actually live in Melbourne Port,
okay.
So it's easy to walk everywhere, and we'll just keep the equipment in one place. Yeah, we're going to keep the props and the costume just in all one place so that it's easy to access when we actually come to filming.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that looks like a really good idea. It's like you say, some of the issues that you've already kind of talked through. I think a good idea will be to trial the lighting and see what it's like before, obviously, any planned filming takes place. So sort of do that kind of sort of within the next sort of week or so. Go and see what it's like. Upload the footage and see if it gives you the kind of effect that you want. And then if not, then you kind of need to revisit that and kind of decide whether it's too dark, too light, and how you need to basically adjust for that, okay? And any of the other kind of, with the actors, the concern that you were saying about them, and so on, maybe kind of get them to come and do like a trial bit, like the chorus or something like that, sort of a little rehearsal, and see what the chemistry's like with them and stuff like that. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, no, I think that sounds conventional, good idea, but I like the kind of subversion of the genre with a choice of couple and stuff. So, yeah, good. All right.